You just took a picture?
Yeah. Already took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, already took a picture.
So we're rolling.
Let me see if you're green. Yeah, you're green.
I'm
like
a green.
An alien.
I'm green.
You're green like an alien.
Ooh, that's a better one. All right. Introduce myself because this video will last 4 lifetimes and I'll be decrepit, eat up with worms on the ground when this is still going.
Ooh.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Worm food.
Nothing's ever deleted from the internet.
Randy, listen, you'll take a dirt nap.
Why? How come they just don't delete stuff? I mean, my gosh, this ain't gonna be worth nothing in 30 years from now.
You don't know that.
I mean, I do know that.
You don't know that.
Yes.
Hey, there's people that still do, Victrolas and 8-track tapes, and, there's still stuff going on.
Well, this probably will change in 3 months from now, but...
It'll probably change next week.
All right. What if you... You know, I keep thinking, do I need to introduce myself? No.
Yes.
No, because they've selected the channel to get on. You think
They don't know.
You think they've been running and, oh, what's that? That's new. And they're on here? You guys ever seen, is it Monsters, Inc.? Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
No, robots.
No, it's Dory.
That's new?
Isn't it? No, that's new.
No, he looks at the back of his hand.
What was it? I can't
Yeah.
remember now.
I think it's Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, the da-da-da-da looks at, oh, that's new.
Yeah, I know everything. Just, yeah. Anyway.
We gotta watch that. Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes over in Newport, Tennessee.
See, that's proper.
We should have said that when you first come on,
first
but you
come
never
on.
tell me when you turn on the
Well, you're the
camera.
one that's talking. You're the one that's got the mic. Oh, remember we all used to do that? Put that on your lip.
I
do
can't.
that.
Yeah. And listen, everybody, and this is why.
Hey, Jennifer just said maybe a billionaire is tuning in and wants to know who you are. I want all billionaires to know who I am.
I don't know how the billionaire's going to help me. You know what? Instead of a billionaire, I'm glad she brought that up. I would rather have a billion one-and-airs.
Well, yeah, well, that's true.
A billion
One and a
one-and-airs.
No, if you
I'd rather have a billion people that want a $30,000 house
Yes.
than one billionaire that wants a bunch of them. Now, billionaires, you're welcome, okay.
Well, you just
but
turn all the billionaires
but
off.
my preference is, yeah. I tell you why. Because I had a resort in Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
All right. Now listen, everybody. I wish you all might know my history, but I have to always say just a 30-second bleep that, because that sounds like, ooh, we had a resort and all this stuff. All right. I built it. Yeah, but I built it from scratch. All right. It wasn't I walked in and, well, I'm going to buy $1 million resort. It wasn't like that. I started from nothing, from a school teacher in Knoxville, and worked my way up, built and sold, built and God, awful work. All right. Got this resort, built it up to 73 homes, 450 acres, worth $12 million. Got the resort. But what happened was the last 20 homes that I built in there, and the ones that I was going to build that I thought was going to get me out of debt, because this one guy was buying everything I had.
Yeah.
So the first 50 some odd homes I had sold to private individuals like you all watching. Then I had an investor come in and said, you know what, I'll buy everything you build from now on because it's such a great deal. We had such a great management company and the market was hot, right? Mm-hmm. And I started building. Now we built 17 homes for this gentleman.
Yes.
The last 3 were $1 million log homes, and that's when the bottom fell out in 2008.
Yes.
And when it did, all my little bitty eggs were in his basket.
Yes.
I didn't have anybody else to buy homes with, and I had just turned all my attention to this one guy.
And it was a big money.
We weren't diversified enough.
No.
That's why, like in your stocks, you got it all in one stock, they fall, you lose it all. So I don't want to make that mistake again. And I love building for individuals. I love building for the billionaire if he comes through here, and we're actually talking to a couple billionaires.
Yeah.
And they do want multiple homes. May or may not work out. We don't know.
Judy said, or $1 million heirs.
Million hundred heirs. That's right. Thousandaires.
I love that.
Yeah, a million thousandaires. But that's it. So my thing is my whole life is different. My whole frame of mind is different about everything. I enjoy, let me tell you something. We put this was an access hole before we started because we had to run the spray foam hose through this because this door wasn't made. We didn't know where we wanted to put a door. But I actually want to leave this gnarly look inside this office because this office is the construction office.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I like this because I want it to look like construction.
Yeah.
I want it to look like we are, I don't know, it just makes me feel grounded and earthed, and it's about who I am. I like feeling this way. Now, I like the finer things like everybody else does, like air conditioning and heat. But then you get into the girls, and we're going to finish painting that. But other than that, I want them to look somewhere nice. But I don't know. I've learned so much about who I am really down deep. And this is just the way I am. It's, as big as this business gets, I have no desire other than probably live in a tiny home right now. I may change, but right now that's where I'm at. I love living in the tiny house that I'm in now, and actually going to move into one that's smaller than the one I'm in. So I love building this company. I love all the aspects, the energy, trying to figure it all out. Just like what we're going to talk about tonight a little bit. We was going to get out in the warehouse tonight, but it's dark. There's still spray foaming out there tonight, so I didn't want to get out in there. Hopefully this will be entertaining enough for you guys to watch, and how I want to take you from, and we're having a meeting tomorrow morning with everybody here, with the girls in the office, about what's our flow of information from when you buy a tiny house or you want a tiny house from us to you getting it in your driveway.
Right.
All right. And I'm not going to get into all the details, but I thought I'd let you know a little bit how all that works. And then we're making some changes, and I'm always tweaking that process because of some of the things that we encounter, the questions we get from people, right? And in the process, how we're doing things. So what I like for everybody to know, and I think a lot of people that followed us and continues following us, what we're doing, and I think it's cool because you're watching a company just evolve.
Yes.
I like it because this is just what we do.
This
And
is
I love having problems. I love having challenges, and I love changing them. And it's not perfect. It never will be. And you know, I've accepted that. And it's kind of cool when you accept that you're going to make mistakes, and you know you have made mistakes. The peace that you get, that you accept that because you're human, and because, yeah, I've made mistakes in my past, and I got to go on. Can't think about them anymore. Because if you look back, you're not going to go ahead. So having a company is the fun part. It has finally resonated in my life for the last couple of years. It is the journey, not the end destination, that I'm really, that's what really motivates me. Because I used to go for the end destination, and then when I got to that point, it was like I was disappointed that I said, I need something else. I need something else, right? Right now, this is it. Tonight, this is it. Today, this was it. It was awesome today to be alive and to really, I'm not just saying it as a cliche, to walk out there. We had a meeting today with everybody that works here, guys and girls, everybody. We had a big meeting in here this morning, and I was just so pumped up and excited about 2020. I'm so excited about the potential of what's going to happen. I haven't got my head in the sand. I know things are going to problems. That's part of it, you know? So I just wanted to just tell you that, you know, we're real, we're down to earth, no matter how big we get, how small we get. Somebody told me before, there's two things men fear: success and failure. I'm like, well, I think everybody probably fears failure, but because I've experienced failure since I was a little guy to where I am now, and nothing devastating, just normal failures, I handle it pretty good. Failure is just a thing where you I kind of expect it because it's life. You just get up and, all right, how do we need to spin this thing and get going again, you know? Success, that's no problem now. I don't care. If we succeed, my mind and where I'm at and the person I am, it's just the way it is. I'm too old now to change. I love what I do. And to me, I'm already successful. I'm already, if we had $1 billion, I mean, it's just, I want to do this right here. I want to make sure that we continue doing this. I don't look for a retirement. I'm not looking to cash anything in. I just love the process, love the whole thing and how all this works, and getting you guys homes. I tell you what, we're building a website. And because we're doing that, Conan, who's here, and his mom bought a house from us, and he's staying in his mom's house out here. So he's 19. He works here with us, and he stays in his mom's house that we parked out here. And so he's been going on a lot of competitors' websites and getting ideas and saying, what do you think about this and that? And so we've been on, what was it? Tumbleweeds, who's on them. We was on, of course, that's the big guys. And I admire them. I really do. I think Tumbleweed has got a great website. They've been in existence for years. They got a lot of money behind them. They offer financing and all that stuff, right? So they've got a lot of smart people behind them. We're here. We're grassroots, and I love that where they're at. I respect them for their at, and I love where we're at because we're going to do it different than they did, right? And it's fun because it's just neat to how we're going to spin all this. But he showed me, looking at I haven't looked at their website in 2-3 years. I did have somebody call me and said that I met with them, and they said they had went to Colorado Springs and talked to them, and they knew about us. Of course, they were dogging us, and they were saying, oh, they don't do this or they don't do that. And I thought that was cool that they knew about us and they're dogging us. I would never dog them. I think they do a great product. I think a great house. I think they're great marketing, how they're doing everything. They're innovative. They got a lot of money behind them. They can afford a lot of smart people, right? Touche, awesome. I'm gonna beat their pants. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill their product, and I'm gonna kill their pricing. All right, I love it. I love the competition. Timbercraft down in Alabama. Hopefully a friend that I met is not, we just met, and I hope to build a friendship with him out in California. He came here. He might be watching, Don, and he's a surfer, and I love surfing and all that. And so anyway, we met. He sent me a app or a link that it had all the tiny home builders in the United States and how they rank, right? And so they had Alabama, of course, A for Alabama, and they had Timbercraft tiny homes. Well, they built that beautiful tiny home that has shed dormers on both ends. I can't remember the name of it. You guys will remember it, but it's a real beautiful home, right? But that home, all the companies they were listing, they looked gorgeous. They looked really cool, right? But most of these builders build them in the backyard.
Well, like you said, the Titan. Is that what you're talking about?
Is it the Titan?
Delaney?
Okay. Delaney. And that is, I love that house.
Zoe said it too, yeah.
Yeah, I love that house. I love that whole thing.
Denali.
Yeah, and we can build it. We can build it. Love to build it. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of great designs out there. And but their home, their business, from what I heard, I had a buddy in Alabama. It's just a little shop. They build half a dozen a year, maybe a dozen. Some of these guys are still building in the backyard, but their websites are gorgeous. They got these models. And I've never been able to afford to build a model, right? Mm-hmm. All of our homes are custom built. We build them, we get them out of here. Right. Just like the one with the thatch roof. We got a lot of road work out of that because we were able to keep it here for a while. And then it came back to us, so we were able to use that for marketing.
But they said it's over $100,000.
Yeah, it's over $100,000. See, and I mean, Lord, what could we do with $100,000, right?
Lord.
Yeah. So the thing is that I'm trying to revolutionize the tiny home industry. All right. I'm trying to do it because I think somebody told me I was crazy because, why are you wanting to put so much energy into something? Why do you want to just try to do what you're doing? Why don't you just stay in the backyard? Or why don't you just rent one little garage and build these homes and don't have all this on you? I can't do that. It's just, I don't know. I'm just wired different. I like the challenges. I like all this stuff. It's like I'm the guy that likes to just step off the cliff. I'm the guy that likes to jump out of the airplane. I just like to challenge myself, and I enjoy it. I still love swinging a hammer and being a carpenter and growing out there. There's just so many things that's going on here. But I want to revolutionize the industry for pricing. Now, the quality, yeah, I think we can all build the same home. But I'm trying to get it to where, hey, why are we charging so much money, right? So we all buy the same materials. I probably get a little bit of discounted maybe than some of these guys because now we're buying in volume, in bulk. We're actually buying 100,000 screws. like these puck lights. We're getting to where we might buy 10,000 of these, or I don't know, 1,000 or something of these lights. It's enough to build a whole year's supply of homes, right? So we're looking at buying a lot of this in bulk. And the reason is because you all are still buying homes from us. So we sold 18 homes in December. So that's allowing us some buying power. So we take that profit.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, so we buy that profit. We take that profit out of those homes and we're able to spend, right, and get some good deals for you guys and keep our prices low. So that's one thing is smart. The other thing is being efficient in our build. And you've heard me talk about that a ton of times. So when we're out there walking every day, and I love these guys working here because more than half of them are trying to learn, hey, if this was sitting here closer, or if we had this in our design, or if we had this over here and this over there, we would be faster, quicker, all these things. And it's a constant challenge every day. I even have customers text me and message me, sent me to some pallet wood, and I've always wanted to do a pallet wood wall. So it's in Missouri. I'm trying to get with John about getting it out of Missouri and getting it to us if it's worth it financially to have it, so we can offer you all different interior designs. I know that's expensive for us, but you guys are going to get a home that you like, some different splashes of textures and all this stuff. To me, that's just fun. I'm not in it saying, hey, it's the bottom dollar. I don't stop at the bottom dollar. I can't lose money, right? But if it's going to be something I think that'll be fun to build, and it'd be, because when we build something, this is why I get excited every time a home's built out here. That's a structure that's being built that's going to last, what, 50 to 100 years? It actually could last that long, y'all. You know, may need a couple new tires on it for that. But other than that, I don't see how it's going to rot down, you know, if you keep the water out of it. So it's kind of a legacy that we're passing on. And I really think that in the future, maybe when we're gone or maybe before that, but I think our homes will be sought after because you got an ITH home, and right, because it's sold for such a less home, and it's a really good home.
Well,
you know?
And Kim had just said something interesting that everybody was agreeing with, and I like what she said. She said, I've watched hundreds of tiny home videos and none compare to ITH. Some may be more luxurious, but none have the hominess or the coziness of ITH.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's very nice.
And I see, you know, and I probably should surf the web a little bit more on competitors and tiny homes and all that. But a lot of them don't take the time to put in, like we were talking, is the eave and the overhangs and the gutters and the different gable textured sidings, you know. We can make a really high-end home. It's fine. Mm-hmm. But that is only going to be about 1% of our sales.
Right.
Where the majority of our sales are between $25,000 to $40,000. That's the meat.
Right.
And okay, so that's the meat of our home and our sales. I'm like, how can I make these homes look so cool, right? But cost effective, but still warm and cozy and pretty and something that you guys want. And I say it because you know what? 98% of our customers are ladies.
Yeah.
And
oh, definitely.
So inside, I'm like, okay, kind of what does people want? The majority. Now, some people want modern, and that's fine too, but majority, I'm trying to think, what do they want? So that's why I'm always trying to implement new ideas.
Well, and I think too, one of the things that you brought to this industry is that you bring, like, if you don't know, like me as a woman, there's so many things that I don't know about certain things, but I know about other things. Well, building is something I don't know anything about. So you come at me and say, hey, a porch is going to cost $3,000. How do I know any different? I think one of the things that you have done, Incredible Tiny Homes has done, is exposed how some things are just not that hard to build, and it's easier than what you think. It's cheaper than what you think, and yeah. I think a lot of people are saying, wait a second, this house is $100,000, but they can build it for $60,000?
Yeah.
So it's getting everybody to think and to question, and you know.
Yep.
So I think you brought that to this industry.
Like for instance, these countertops, yeah. An 8-foot countertop, we get them for $100.
Yeah.
An 8-foot countertop, butcher block, is $100. We get them at, it's called Southeast Salvage.
Yeah, in Knoxville.
Now they're brand new, they're not salvaged. This This is a particle board, but it's got this green, was supposed to be in a waterproof, but I got it in bulk, like I told you. I think we got a 1,000 sheets of this stuff on a tractor trailer.
Right.
And because we bought it in bulk, we paid about $4.
Right.
Our 2x6s, which was crazy. 2x6s we use on all the floor systems. If you go to Lowe's, them 2x6s are $6. We paid, I think we paid $1.65 for them.
That's amazing.
The 2x3s, and we could use 2x4s, but 2x3s, I like using them because it gives you a little more room inside a home, which is, well, why not do that, right?
Yeah.
I think 88 cents or something like that we're paying for them. Crazy, because we bought 1,000 or 2,000 of them in bulk, and I've never been able to do that. Add that stuff up. Where our cost is, and remember we had to go up on our pricing. The reason is because I told you all year, I've been putting our numbers together. Where are we at? And it's hard to do that when you get so many moving parts. It's like, where are we at with, 22 carpenters out there,
right, growing,
as a company. The infrastructure's got to, then you got overhead and marketing and all that. And it's hard to put all them numbers together. You're working with an accountant, different accountant. One had to get another accountant in the midstream of it. So finally, we did put it all together. Our actual building, the structure of itself, has stayed the same. So our costs was in our overhead, because we do have now salespeople. We do have 6 office people. We do have an architect working for us, right? We do have an inventory person now. We do have all these things, but now we've leveled off.
Yeah.
So now I know what our costs are.
Because everyone started new and was not trained, and this was an industry that no one had ever worked with. Tiny house, nothing. Yeah. So nobody come in with experience.
Yeah, and we're always evaluating everybody's position. Like, what are they worth? Are they actually contributing to this company and making money for us, right? So after we've learned those numbers, we said, you know what? We are losing money on certain homes.
Yes.
So we can't do that. So we had to up the price on these things and be creative about, we still sell the house for $15,000, but you got to have a little sweat equity in it. And I wanted to pass that on, So now that we're at this point, we got the infrastructure to build, we could probably, if you had infrastructure of just the office and the overhead and everything, we could build, it's endless, 300-400 homes a year. Right. More carpenters are needed. But then again, I came up with the franchise idea. And the only reason I've had that for years, but the only reason it works now is because we have a system that we can duplicate. Yeah. And all that gets you the same product, the same beautiful product that we can do for the same price.
Well, the company has value now. I mean, it went from you had to prove yourself to show somebody that franchise is something for somebody to say, oh, well, I want to do that too.
It amazes me that anybody's watching me right now. You know what?
160 people are.
Standing here,
Can I tell something funny? I got to tell something funny that was said. Travis had made a comment way earlier in the show, and he said, "My God," he said, "paint the walls, man. You're an animal." And Maria said, "Maria, I love this." Maria and Alyssa make a post-it note of this. Alyssa and I make post-it notes on things that we say that's funny. We put it in a bowl or a box or something, and we save it to the end of the year, and we read all of them because we say something. It's funny all the time. But anyway, Maria said, "You know what, Travis? You're that kid that our mom makes us take with us to go play to somebody's house." Said, "You're that guy. You're that guy. He's that kid.
I'm not painting walls.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the way it is."
But that was somebody said, "You know what, Travis? You're that kid."
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's a post-it note. That was post-it note worthy right there.
So this is our gnarly room.
Yes.
That's our foo-foo room.
But it'll turn into that. But now the girls are putting all their stuff together where they want it, and then I'm going to add some pictures of some houses and things
stuff.
Like that.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let me get into what I wanted to help you out with a little bit. Just a little bit of description. Now this is going to change. It's not as in detail, but I think it might be informative about how. So I want a tiny house. All right. Yep. So normally you'll probably see our website, or you've seen Incredible Tiny Homes, and I want a home. So you're usually in contact with a salesperson. Right. So the first thing is your sales. And I have terrible penmanship here, all right, guys? So you go from sales, they talk to you, and let's say they talk to you, and the second step is, they'll talk to you on the amount of money you want to spend, right? The type of home that you want, all right? So you got a RJO, Freedom, Craftsman, Custom, whatever you want. We'll do anything. So you figured all this out. The salesman walks you through it, and then with that, you'll end up getting an estimate sheet, an estimate, and a contract. And you're able to see that. And on this estimate, it has all the info, INFO, that you want in your home. From colors to a dormer, farm style sink, and all that stuff. And at the bottom of the estimate is a cost. Right? So we did all this stuff, and that's what our salespeople do. And we've kind of trained them in the steps and process to help you out. And this is painless way that I've always done with every customer that I've had. Unless it's a custom home and there's a lot of information, this can be done very quickly, all right? So then we got the cost, we got everything, we got the contract. Now, what do? We want a house. Where do we go from there? Well, from there, if you sign your contract, you got your cost, you know what it is, you've got your money. Now, that's the one biggest thing, right, that I do.
Your budget.
What I do right out of the park, and we love talking to everybody. But the main thing is, do you got any money? Do you have any money? Tumbleweed, they offer financing. Okay, they had a $68,000, $79,000 house. You put $7,000 down, your payments are $600 a month, right? We don't have that. We don't have the financial backing that they do. We're about getting there, though. We're still working. Yeah. I'm talking tomorrow with Greg on that stuff.
Perfect.
But so I ask you any money, and that's fine. I think it's a great thing to ask, because do you need financing? I don't know. Tell me if you need. I know you're not going to be ready because we don't offer it. So that tells me you're not going to have a house built ASAP because you still got to get your money, right? If you have cash, say, I've got cash, I want a home. I said, okay.
And you're ready.
Yeah, and I said, well, a lot of times I'll help them. They'll say, well, I can spend $40,000. I got 40. I said, yeah, but you know what? You got to think about delivery. You got to think about getting your lot set up. You really don't have 40. So let's back you down and let's see what we can get for 25 or 30 that'll help you get. I could have said 40 and then they'll end up getting their home and, oh my God, I got to come up with this, right? I've always done, and when I built regular homes, I never come back and ask for more money.
Right.
I don't think I've ever asked for more money on any home out here. Oh, we made a mistake. I misquoted. Nope, I build it.
Right.
Because I better know my stuff before I tell you the price. So I always make sure you got your money. Now, the third step, you sign a contract and you send your money in and all that. That's where we go. Now, from here, this information, and this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow in our meeting in the morning, is this information in that contract and estimate sheet. What I would like for you to do is be as accurate as you can in filling this out. And we're going to add more categories to this estimate, because one thing like a Freedom style home, it has, okay, this is a Freedom. And the reason the Freedom does, it's got a dormer on here, right? Am I going to do this right? This is a dormer. And we got to know, is it on the right side or is it on the left side, right? And so if you got your hitch back here, so if this is the hitch, is that dormer on this side or is it on this side? And the reason I want to know in this stage is because Ken can draw it for us and get you a design before we even call you, talk to you, or anything. So we know it's on the left or right, it's a double. And this is just a rough drawing that he'll get to you. So the more information we have in this area, we're going to automatically know, and we're going to send you a welcome, all right, email. And in that email, it's going to say, could you send us maybe a sketch of what you're thinking? And listen, this is what you can do. And I'm going to literally show you what I expect, the worst sketch in the world, right? You can grab it just like this, all four hands, like just four fingers, just grab it and say, even Maria could do this. Watch. You take this like here. You could even go like this, right? Here. Maria, you can do it right here. I want my bathroom right here.
You are so ornery. You see
Here.
how you are?
Here, so we'll go, you know what? I think I want a bath here. Wait a minute, she's from Bronx. Is he from New York? New York. I want this, and I want my kitchen
I'm
here.
not getting involved with you in this.
And then I think I want a side door. I want a side door. I want a side door.
You can't talk like Maria.
Door. And then, let's see, my living room, and I want my loft, and I want some steps.
Travis said, let me draw it.
Well, the worst, I mean, just, you don't have to have, all I'm looking for in this sketch is I know the bathroom's on one end, kitchen's on the other, and we got a side door somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And in the living room, and they want some steps, and they got steps. That's what it looks like. Now, believe it or not, I have taken just that concept and made a full set of drawings off that, because we already know the rest of it, because it's an RJO, or it's a Freedom, or it's a custom. I can take that and put it in a really pretty good drawing. We can have our drawer, he can take it, he can do that and send it. Now, so if you send us a sketch, the more detailed, the better, all right? And then I also have, we still do it, the wish list, all right?
Yes.
But normally this information on this wish list is in the estimate part of it. It's in the list, all right? Because you're gonna say already, because that wish list is really dealt, a lot of times it can be up here when you're talking to your salespeople.
Yes.
All right? And then that influences the price of the home.
Right.
All right, I don't want to get too complicated on this. So we send us a sketch, and on the wish list, it's already in the estimate. So number 4, you're gonna get a drawing in an email. You don't have to spend time talking to anybody here. We've sent you a drawing. So what I want you to do is take that drawing, which would be nice. You take it, and it's going to be a blueprint, and it's like a 8.5 by 11. You'll have a floor plan, another floor plan. You may have a little elevation showing that. And what I'd like for you to do is take your pencil or something if you'd like, and start changing it, marking it up, or writing questions out here.
Make notes.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 changes. Can you move the kitchen to the left? Hey, what about that? Can I have a bigger window over my sink? You know, if you move the steps, what would it look like? I'd like to have a closet, I think, maybe in the bathroom. What would that do if you pushed it out? We got to change and move the window. And all you do is just list the questions.
Yeah.
Right? If you do that, then he'll take those questions. Number 5 is your second drawing.
And 2, I just want to put in really quick that when you put something on paper like this, and we will do this too. I told the girls, even if you talk on the phone with anyone, always follow up with an email. Because you have to have documentation just so everybody's clear with each other. So because he said to do this, well, nobody knows what anybody said, you know.
This process, all right, from this estimate right here, all right? All right.
Now, from 5 to 6.
Yeah, this is the most important part of communicating with you all.
Yes.
Okay? Because we're picking your brain and we're figuring out what you really want. Up here in this estimate, and that's what I'm going to show you probably next Thursday. I'm going to show you what an estimate sheet is and all the information. Now, our estimate sheet is probably going to change and be more and more information on it, because that estimate sheet goes to our drawer. I call him an architect, we could.
Right.
But that information is what makes these drawings. So now you've got your second drawing, right? Because you gave us this list.
Yeah.
Second drawing. You look at the second drawing now, and you make any final adjustments. The sixth step is your third drawing, right?
And 2, I just want to mention real quick, Heather, we're going to address that too. She just asked a question, but you go ahead.
So your final third is your final drawing. Now I'm going to point something out that you've had. First of all, you've got your estimate that you told us what you wanted. You sent in a wish list. You've talked to the salespeople. You've got in a drawing that you can write all. You've had this time to make changes. You've had another time to make changes. And now the amount of time that you take between here and here, Really depends, because if you take too long, some people put this off for weeks. We have a build schedule, and we're trying to get you in that build schedule. And normally we go ahead and order your trailer because it takes a while to get it, and we want to get it out here and plumb it, but we can't plumb it and we can't frame in the trailer or anything until you get this done, because we don't want to. You don't want to move your sink or your toilet somewhere, and we've already plumbed it.
And there are people, it's not by how you bought the house, the order, it's by how you finalize
Get this
the drawing.
done.
Yeah,
so if I have 5 people in here that bought a house this week, the ones that put it in here first, they go number 1.
They go next.
If you wait a month to get your drawings done, you're going to be number 6 on the line. Yeah, and that's just what we have to do, because we can't start your house without the proper information.
Right.
Yeah.
And go ahead and Heather was asking the question that she was asking about, and we had touched on this before, about the $2,500, that it didn't matter to move whatever once things are final.
Okay. Now we're here.
Yeah.
Final drawing.
Yes.
You've looked at it. You're good with it. You've taken a week or two to think about it. Normally that doesn't happen because people are really excited. They know what they want. They've been thinking about this for a long time. We've got people we've been talking for a year that finally buy a house. They know what they want. Okay. You get this done. Okay. You know what happens in our realm of building? Just like I said, we order the trailer. As soon as that trailer's here, even though you may be a home that you're not getting until April, and it's January, it's already plumbed out here. Yeah. It's already insulated the floor. We've already got it going on. We may even throw the walls up on it to expedite it, so when it does come in here, it's ready. It's a step ahead. But you're going to call up in February, and you're going to say, hey, you know what? Can I change my windows? We've already ordered your windows. Yeah. We've already ordered your showers. We've already ordered everything, even though it's not going to be until April build.
That's crucial.
Yes.
That's crucial.
That's why when you get this done, don't sign those drawings. Now, these drawings, you're going to sign them with your signature. This is really the major contract right here, is those drawings. Okay? That way, when you look at them drawings, and that's why I'm going over the drawings, Tom's going over the drawings with Ken when he draws these things, because he's new. We know what to look for. We're trying to train him and train you to make sure this communication has transpired, that you know what you're getting. It's still hard for you to visualize a lot of times when it's just a floor plan. And that's why we're looking into doing some 3Ds, all right? So that'll give you more of a realization of what's going on. But when you sign that, that's done. So if you come back, and I don't want $2,500 from you, and I'm just putting it on there as to say, you know what? Make up your mind and make sure you've done what you're supposed to do, or that you're solid on your designs. 7 down here, if it's a change order. And everybody, you're not going to believe how much the information, if you call in and you say, you know what? I would rather have a big picture window than them 23040 windows, right? We've already bought the windows. We've already got the plans. And how it expedites from that change order. And we used to do change orders. We used to have them in red. We used to put them in a file. It just throws a cog in the wheel, man. Is that right? The cog in the wheel, man? No. Yeah. It throws a wrench in the wrench in the iron. No, not in the iron. A foot.
No, in the wheel.
A pin in the eye.
Yeah, it's in the wheels of progress.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
It messes us up. Yeah. And so we had, I said, you know what? I'm sorry, but you wouldn't believe. I said, we got to charge some money. I don't want that money. I don't want anything to do with it. I want to be flowing and going. But man, we ended up putting them 3040 windows in there. Yes. And then we got to tear them all out. And we got to put something different in there. Oh my God. We've had people constantly change throughout the process. We're even in the middle of building a house and it's changing. Yeah. And I never charged nothing. No. But it's killing our money. Can't do it. It's killing. It's like you just don't do that stuff, you know. And so anyway.
So that's why final is final.
Final's final. We're not hurrying you. Take your time, and we'll work with you. But I like 3 drawings.
We've even had people call up and say, "Hey, I want to change the size of my house." Like we have your trailer sitting, I can see it from the window.
And you know what? And I've accommodated them.
Yeah.
And I can't afford to do that with what we're doing now. No. Because of the size we are in in the cost, really.
Right.
Everybody, if our homes were $15,000 more, and we could still raise our houses, all of them $10,000, $15,000 more dollars, and still be under everybody.
Right.
I don't want to do it.
Right.
So to stay where we're at, we have to be lean, and we're asking our customers, hey, you know what? You get a sketch, you get a second drawing, third drawing, gone.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. We are almost like a wholesaler, a wholesale
Right.
tiny home company. Because of that, we have to stay low budget, we have to stay cost effective, we got to do streamline.
And you
Now,
wouldn't believe, I can really see it this year, you wouldn't believe how much it's buttoned up and tightened up. There's been so many things that's put into place that is really working.
yeah. Steve, if he's watching, he's got a very unique house.
He is actually watching, yes.
Steve's got a very unique house. I personally work with him because it is a super customized home.
Yes.
I'm excited about doing it. We've ordered a trailer. We're getting it ready to go. And he's got wood shake shingles. He's got all these personalized things in it. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. And he was changing things here at the very end. We couldn't lock them down.
Right.
But I told him, but I knew what things were going on. I work with him personally because it's a really far out there design. So I'm excited about taking it on.
Right.
So I already put him on the books before we finalized it because I knew it was going to be so many different things and aspects about it.
It's a unique build.
So that's when you come in to a customized home.
Super custom.
When you come into a customized, we're going to hand you a little bit different. But we probably get 2 or 3% of our sales are customs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Love doing them, but they're handled in a different way.
Right.
So that's our process. You get 3 drawings, you get a sketch, second drawing, third drawing, done. Okay, so think about that, estimate, contract. That's pretty much what we do. You know, then we get into building the home, you know, getting pictures and videos, and
Now, one of the things that, okay, so they start, they're on the build schedule. Okay, they're on the build schedule.
Yeah, from here you go to the schedule. Let's put that up there.
Yeah, then you're on a schedule. Okay.
Yep.
And our schedule, this is the biggest schedule we've ever had.
Yeah. So you're on the build schedule. You're ready to go, and what we'll do is we'll keep you notified of you know, when you sign this. What I like doing now is what I'm going to do is once you've done this final thing, I want to talk to you. So I'm going to call you. I said I would do that in the past. The Lord was just covered up, and I never had time. I got an office now. I can actually sit here and call somebody. But I can actually call, say, hey, this is where you're at. This is what we're thinking. Our build schedule can change depending on our efficiency. What slows us down, speeds us up. Guys getting sick, things happening can slow or speed us up, right? But you're on the build schedule, you'll get an estimated date. When we like to fill you in through videos and maybe in emails, what I'd like to do is put the chart right here, the build schedule, on the website.
Yeah.
And so you can go to our website, and this is what we're building, a new website, and it's got and you'll be issued a number.
Yeah.
So let's say you get a number here, your number 67. You can look on here, 67 is right here. These people are under construction. Look, you're the next one in line. So you kind of know what's going on.
Right.
And then through videos, like this week, we're going to try to get organized, say, hey, you know, number 67 through 90 is under construction or whatever, and you know what you're looking at, and you got your number, because we don't want to give your name away on the internet, you know. But this is where I want to be with Conan helping us with our website. Now, with saying that, Conan is doing a quote sheet. And what I like about a quote sheet that we're doing on our website is, let's say you're just playing around. You want to know, I don't know, I want a tiny home, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be 6 months. I want to know all these different variables, how I want on my house. Well, on this quote sheet, on the quote inside the website, okay, you're going to be able to plug in on, is it Web, BB, Amanda?
No, just one.
Ask Travis.
Web.
Travis would know.
Website.
On a quote sheet, you'll be able to go down and look, RJO, click, right? And then you've selected a size, a home. Then that'll take you to another page of amenities. And you can look, and I want a farm style sink. I want, you know, granite tops. I want bigger windows. I want wood floors. I want all these things. You can click, 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 and it starts adding it up for you.
Yes.
And at the bottom, has a price. You can say, whoa, that's over my budget. Maybe I can get rid of that water heater. Click, subtracts it.
Before you
Click,
submit
subtracts it. You can play around with 10 different scenarios
Right.
before you even call.
Right.
Before.
And Tanya, I think, said, so if you don't do it by email, because that's mostly, I'd say 90%, you know, people say, oh, you have to come there to do your house. I'd say we don't see 85 to 90% of the customers ever meet them or
Never
anything.
meet them.
But if someone does come in and they make an appointment, what do they need to do? What will happen?
They want to come here?
They want to come here and design their house. Who do they make the appointment with? Is it you? Who is it with?
Well, of course, you're asking me who they're going to meet with here?
Yes. If they're designing their home.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, if they want to come, they ask me. They come talk to me. They can talk to Ken, but
exactly, that's what I'm asking.
I mean, right now it's me.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
I mean, Tom or I.
Yeah. Okay.
You call in and say, hey, I'm going to be in town.
Make an appointment.
And you make an appointment. We'll set a time aside. I'd love to sit with you and go. But man, when I sit with you, I nail it down. It's a very simple process, you know. Look at all the homes. Now, it depends on the frame of mind you come in.
Right.
If you come in and you don't really know, you don't have a clue of whatever you want, I always go to this. The first thing I do, and we're getting off track here a little bit, but if you come in here, I totally ask you, you want to sleep upstairs or downstairs? Right? And what rooms are most important to you? Do you want a bathroom with a lot of closet space? Or do you want a living room? Do you want on one floor or not? And those certain things totally just say, boom, that's the type of home we're going to build.
Right.
And budget.
Right.
So the budget takes you out of the custom or into the custom, out of the custom into RJO Freedom. And why do you need a Freedom? Why do you need a loft? Why do you want a dorm? Well, it looks pretty. You got the money? Okay, we'll do it. You're not going to sleep up there, but my grandkids want to sleep up there. Great. You need stairs or a ladder. And then pretty much that's it.
Right.
And then I get into the amenities and we're done. You know? But a lot of people got to feel, well, I don't know if I want a 9 or 10 foot wide. And that's why we got 30 homes laying around here all the time that you can go and look. And a lot of times I'll get them going. We'll talk about that stuff. And I say, you know what? Now you need to stop listening to me.
Go look around.
Go out there and sit in the house.
Yes.
And start thinking about, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to sit? How am I going to feel? You know? And you may not even want anything, but you got some information that you can leave and go home now.
Right.
And start thinking about it. But that's pretty much how I handle it.
And then too, what we want to do, and of course we do have people that come in and say, hey, I'm ready right now. They
and we
finish
rock with
you,
it.
and we go ahead and do a in-house contract.
I've had
done
it.
and over. But if not, then you leave. We get you with the salesperson, and then they finish everything.
You got it.
You know.
Done. Because we're so low priced, this is how we knock it out. We have to keep it down in a budget. And if this design time, okay, goes over a certain amount of time, I think we have allotted 3 hours of design time maybe on here, we have to charge extra.
Right.
It's an extra $500 because it is slowing our process down. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to, we love talking to y'all, but we cannot just be at every whim and say, hey, well, you know what? I don't know about the lights, if I'm going to move them here, the switch. Love to do that.
Right.
But you got to do that on your own.
Yes.
Because we're so low priced.
Right.
If we were charging more and more money, we could just walk you through that. So I'm just telling you all, help us, help you in this process, and let's knock it out and work together and keep our company low cost tiny homes.
And two, real quick, just to touch on, we don't have any tiny houses available for anyone to stay in yet.
No, not
Nothing
yet.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother video because man,
so
that's what this whole thing's about out here. And that's what's exciting about you all putting in your homes for nightly rentals here. Because there are going to be a lot of people wanting to come here and live and stay in stay in a tiny home and kind of feel it out. And this is what I really want to do. I think we're going to get a lot of people from all over the country going to say, come on, we got 15 different types of homes you guys can stay in and see what you think.
Right.
And all of them different, right? You don't have to go to Colorado, go to Wicasa. You don't have to go to these places. You can come right here to Tennessee. You can see them built. You can sleep in them to see how they feel.
Yeah.
The decorations, you can talk to us. You can do everything right here. right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's our future, is what we're going to do there. What's up? Any more questions?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot that there was let's see. Hang on, there was another. That I've lost it. Oh, can you talk about just really quick? And this is just to do with appliances and stuff. How is it going with appliances? I know we had said we're not keeping them, but now we are. What if somebody is ordering appliances? What do they need to do for their home?
Yeah. You know what? I don't mind to add your personal appliances. What we're having problem with, add your personal appliances. What we're having problem with is these daggum appliances damaged all the time.
They do.
They come in with UPS, some kind of trucking outfit, and they're always damaged. And then we got to say, hey, this is why we have now an inventory person that when things come in, we have to take them out of the box, take a picture of them, document it. Then where do we put that?
Right.
And you guys see, we don't have ample space to put 50 refrigerators, right? I got 2 shipping containers out here. Until we build another building, I'm gonna have to put a couple more shipping containers.
Right.
So I've asked on appliances, if you can, hold off until you think your build date is gonna be complete.
And that's what Ruth just said, when do I want to be, or no, not she was asking something else. Somebody just asked about when do you need to send the appliance.
So you're gonna see your home being built out here. You're gonna be notified your home is under construction.
Yes.
All right. Normally, a home is built within 2 to 3 weeks. Almost every home we got, 2 to 3 to 4 weeks is going to be built. If you can have them sent here towards the end of that build, and they're only here for a few days, it'd be ideal if they just came right in and they dumped right in the house.
Yes.
It'd be cool to have them completely done, the house done and sitting out here, then we add the refrigerator and the appliances.
Yeah.
That would be that. So we want them at the end of the build time.
Let's see. Oh gosh, what was it they just said? Oh, I like to say Cheryl Huff.
Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Is she watching?
Yeah, she's watching, but she made a good comment too and said I ordered a lot of things way ahead of time, but they didn't arrive. Some Home Depot had lost track. Bathtub was sent to Chicago. My flooring. So there's different things like that.
And that's true too. Yeah, that's a problem. That's right, Cheryl.
Yeah. Oh, and make sure you have your name, the customer name, your name on the stuff.
Yeah, because we get it and there's no name on it.
Yeah, it'll say Incredible Tiny Homes, and it's like... Oh.
And we got like 40, 50 builds on the line right now, and we gotta know...
We're not gonna know whose it is.
Yeah, so I'm getting other shipping containers out here to put all the appliances and to put a lot of stuff out here.
And this is the most organized we've ever been, so this is a really...
I love it.
It's gonna work out. Benji is saying something really interesting. Whenever we went out there and did the salvage yard, he said, I want you to make me a salvage yard home. So if somebody wanted something out of the complete stuff like that, how would you work with them on that?
Oh, man.
Give you a lot of liberties.
Yeah, that's just fun.
That's just a fun thing.
Golly, I love doing that. That's neat.
Because we've had a few people say, you know what, just do it.
See, that's awesome, because that's how I built my first few homes, just salvage. And they are gorgeous homes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want a salvage home, I even had somebody call me tonight. They said, hey, we got a bunch of salvage material. Can we send you pictures? And I may be dinging my phone now. And they come out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's that fellow that was here a couple months ago. And so, yeah, I'd love to do that. Yep.
Can we touch on where are we at with decks, the process of going to the community? I'm
building a shed. Probably, I'm hoping to build one next week and price it out, build the shed. You can see a picture of it. This is kind of the shed that I want to implement in all the communities out here that you can have. It's going to be a small shed. It's not going to be something you can park a car in. You can't fill it up, okay? Right. It's probably going to be 8 foot wide, 4 foot deep, and probably 6, 7 foot tall. It's going to have a shed roof over it. It's going to be simple construction. It's going to look cute, and I want to build it for a good price. I'm hoping under $1,000. Yeah. Okay? But you guys will have a nice shed. You put shelves in it. It will not be insulated. It will not have electricity to it. You can run a cord out of your house to it. Okay? But it's a shed. Of course, my whole idea of living tiny is you live tiny. You don't move all your stuff, just like the TV show is. You get rid of your stuff and you move into a tiny house. And the worst thing is we've got people that are still hoarding things in their tiny, and you can't walk in their house, you know.
And what size again? The high
4 by 8, 4 foot deep, 8 foot wide, about 7 foot tall, and it'll have a door on the front, 1 or 2 doors on the front, and
that's a good size.
And you can put shelves in it.
Yeah.
We can put shelves in it.
Yeah,
you know.
that's a good size.
Yeah, because what are you going to need? Mostly, you're going to want in there are seasonal clothes.
Yeah.
Right? And things maybe that you've kept from family heirlooms, things you want to keep and protect.
Right.
You're going to have them in plastic bins because here we got bugs and spiders and stuff, right? You're going to want to protect that stuff in there.
Yeah.
The other thing I would do is just get rid of your stuff.
And like Lynn said, you know, people have, like her, have a business that needs space for extra stuff.
Records and books and printers. And I think that'll be a lot. You know, you can get a lot in that kind of a shed.
Garden tools, all that kind of stuff.
In the future, like we said, we'd like to maybe even have a larger storage units down here. I think that's defeating the purpose of going tiny. You're going to spend $60 a month on a storage unit.
But you would not believe, and I did not know this either, you would not believe the people that have a storage unit. The majority of the people you talk to have homes, like I have a home, a regular home, and they have a storage unit somewhere.
Yeah.
Even 2 storage units.
And they got a big house and a garage.
Big house.
We
garage,
have people living here that's got storage units.
Correct. So there is a need for it, so that's still available, but you have to have, what was it?
Well, we got a company that'll come in and erect 24 storage units. They'll charge $1,500 a unit. And it's all metal, roll-up door. He'll come up there, build them, put them out there. We got the place to put them.
Yes.
But I need 24 committed people that would want, and if you do that, then it's 2 years free rent. You know, I think it's about $60, $70 a month rent is what they normally charge around here for a 10 by 10 storage unit.
Now, could you write on the board, just so we can have a visual, can you do exactly what is needed that, okay, let's say the community opens up tomorrow morning. What is it to get that house, their house, from this parking lot, to over there?
Okay, I think, I don't remember the price, but I think it's about $250 to $300 is the setup.
And what is setup?
Setup, we'll do the electrical. We'll hook you up to the electrical, the plumbing, right? The water. We'll hook up your house. We'll level it. Level it, and carry it over there. We'll transport it.
Transport it. Now that's from the property.
From right here. From right out here in the parking lot.
Yes.
All right. We get out there, we'll tuck you in, get it set up, make sure it's running, test it out, everything, make sure it's going for that. The second thing is, and maybe even this might be switched around, is you go to Newport Utility.
Yeah, before you say that, somebody just asked something really good. Up here, do the customers need to buy any materials, any kind of anything? What do they need to?
If you can have us do it, but you're going to need some steps.
Okay.
Into your house. You may have called ahead, which we're going to start doing this. You may want a deck built. It could already be built before your house gets there.
Yeah.
So you might want to make a decision about a deck being built.
And how many steps is how much?
Usually it's 2 steps. I think $150 for steps. Okay. And I would suggest getting here and saying, hey, I just want steps right now.
Right.
Now, when you get here on the forest, you know how here's the road going in? Okay. You're going to have a place for parking parking your car. Then you got some vegetation here, right? And then you got this other area where you're going to park your house.
Yeah.
So when you park your car here, you got to walk through this area to get to your house. Right. And this is just a bunch of trees and shrubs and vines, and it's woods, right? So you're gonna have to come here and do some work.
Make you a little path.
Make you a path. We can build you a deck if you want and get set up. But that's part of us. If we come and build your deck for you, I know it looks like a crazy sketch here, but
no, that makes sense.
You got to think about it. You're going to be parking here, walking to your house. Now you can walk around out here and walk in.
Sure.
But some people's doors in the back. If you want your door in the front, you want your door in the back. You got to let us know because we don't know how to pull it in.
Right.
Right.
So they need to so whenever they call about setup,
Yeah.
then they need to let us know, hey, I want my door facing blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, it'd be nice. As soon as we're done out here, and they're all more than halfway done, and I can't wait. I've already talked to the excavator. We're starting on the beach next week. But as soon as we do, we're gonna do a video because we're gonna set up one of these guys,
Yeah, that'd be great.
and we need to send a packet if we haven't already of Newport Utilities phone number,
Yeah.
contact list, and all the steps involved in getting your water, your power, and sewer, and everything hooked up. Now, one thing about the water, and this is we're getting off track on a lot of stuff, but the water is going to be in our name, and we talked about that before. You won't have a water meter because it was costing too much. You guys are going to have to pay, I think, $50 a month if you never even flushed a toilet. All right. If I put it on 1 meter, it's only going to cost me $100 a month if nobody uses it.
Right.
It does not
Correct.
cost you anything.
Right.
So, and I don't want to meter all the water and go out there and check it every day.
Right, of
All right.
course.
So what I want to do is say, hey, let's meter it. I mean, we got all this water going to you all. We used 10,000 gallons, and it was how much it was. So it may fluctuate every month. It may be $10 a month. It may be $15 a month. It may be $5 and $6. Some people may be saying, well, I'm only, I know I'm only using, 12 gallons a day.
Right.
And I know they're out there watering their car and I'm paying for that.
Right.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. I
exactly.
mean, overall, on the average, we're all going to average the same. And it's less than paying $50 a month because you would pay $50 a month if you don't even use water. So you're saving money. All right?
Yeah.
So if you used $44 worth of water, you'd pay $50. So it was a flat fee of $50 a month you would always pay. So we're actually going to hopefully save you $30, $40 a month by us having the meter.
Right. And it's
Okay.
not cheaper if you have a compost toilet.
The water?
Somebody asked
No, because we're going to take 68 lots, right? And all the water that's used, and we're going to take that bill and divide it into by 68, and that equals the cost of everybody's water.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm just terrible at writing that, but that's what it's going to be.
Right. Because it's come out more
Yeah.
cost effective.
Now listen, I'm
it's
not
cheaper.
adding nothing to that. I could say, hey, it's $25 a month, and I could make $15 a month. Think about it. 15 times 68 is how much? Extra grand a month?
Yeah.
I could use $12,000 a year.
Sure.
Just think about it. $12,000 a year by adding just a $10 or $15 charge on water.
Yeah. So then we go to
Newport Utility, get your electric in your name, and your internet. That's pretty much all you're going to have is your
Yeah.
electric internet. Your sewer and water is already covered.
yeah.
Yep.
And then what else? What about the internet? How does that work? We don't know yet.
There's package deals. You go down there and say, hey, I want what level package TV? Do you want a phone? You can actually get a landline phone through that. You can get a TV through that. You can get internet through that.
Right.
And different bandwidths and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we're getting off on a lot of stuff, but that's okay. I don't care to answer
That's good. Yeah.
questions.
Where are we at with? Have you started on the prairie? Thought about it?
No, I haven't done any of that yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get onto that next week, trying to get all this done. I'm really
Yeah,
working with our
sure.
architect, trying to get our drawings done and trying to get that flow of materials. Like tomorrow we have a meeting in the morning and we're talking about from step 1 to step 10 of getting
Right.
your home in your driveway. We want to expedite that. And that's where we're at.
Okay.
So, and we're looking at, like I said, we're hiring 3 more people, but I want skilled carpenters. So anybody I don't care where they're at in the country or in the world, I'd like to bring them here and we'll house them, we'll take care of them, we'll teach you and get you on your feet. If you're worthy, you're a worthy carpenter.
Yeah. They need to
Yep.
email, call, leave your information
Yeah.
so Randy or Tom can call them. Right.
Yep, great place to work.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. That's a lot of information. That's great.
You know what? It amazes me that
217 people.
hey, 217 people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Everybody, this is Incredible Tiny Homes. I love this, what we're doing, how we're building this company. And you know what? I've never ran a manufacturing company and what we're building and everything. And it's just so much fun to figure all this out. It's like this big puzzle in the floor. And the answers are all right here.
Yeah.
We just got to rearrange them,
Yeah.
you know, to make it work.
And two, in our just touch real quick on the build schedule. We have several on the build schedule. So people, what kind of time frames ish?
Yeah, I think we've got builds all the way up through April now.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 4 months of work. So if you buy a house right now, you're probably looking at getting it at the end of April into May. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but still, that's not real bad.
Right.
And you've got probably 5 homes to build.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't believe what's going out there every morning, man. Just it's a buzz, constant buzz.
Mm-hmm. And to Travis, where he sent you the palette information too.
Yep.
He also just sent something about the website, a 3D website that would help Conan. So he sent that too. So Travis has always been real great.
Yeah, I love all these ideas. And listen, all them ideas, I have several customers or just friends that send me information and stuff all the time. That's where we bought our shelving. Was somebody said, hey, right there by you guys in Morristown, there's shelving. We went and bought it.
Straight from the airplane.
Yeah. Oh,
Exhausted.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, and two, I got something else to forget.
What is it? Go ahead.
The trees. I talked about Holly Holly Slaughter set up a whole thing for the community to receive trees. And now I think we're going to get 40 trees or something like that.
Nice.
So me and Dana's going to be here then. Holly's not able to receive the trees, and Pam's going to help out. So kind of where the area can the trees go?
Well, what kind of trees are they?
She put it on there and I forgot.
Well, it don't matter. We'll figure this out. But you're asking me, like, we got to know what kind of trees they are,
Holly.
how tall they'll grow. Do they need direct sunlight or shade?
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out a place to put them.
Okay.
I know a lot of trees. I got a lot of places for trees.
Do we have more shade, more sun, more? Do we have a mixture of both? Because I think that's how
mixture of both. Now, one thing I'm thinking is the factory across the street.
Yes.
Right. I don't know why they did it, but they just installed 6 big lights over there.
I know.
And I was in the development the other night, at night, walking down that trail, and they're bright. All right. I'd like to put up a big wall across there. Now, we've talked to some customers that we're going to grow more trees out there as a hedge. And I was thinking, God, I'd put up a big wall, a metal wall out there, but man, it cost us about 25, 30 grand.
Right.
You know, so anyway, what I'm saying all that is I'm here and we're going to make this thing work. We're going to continue to enhance what we do here.
Right.
You know, so somebody told me they were walking out there and they said, hey, you know what? They kind of liked the lights because it wasn't as dark out there at night. You know, you just pull your blinds and you're gone. So anyway, it's just a thing that we'll all grow into as a community.
Okay.
But I love trees, shrubs. Like I even said about maybe having a grape vineyard out under the power lines.
That'd be cool.
All right, because there's secondary power lines that won't grow and impede the lines, so the city or the electric company won't even come by and it won't do anything with them. You know.
Would you want more trees over at the prairie?
Yeah, scattered everywhere. After we get our plan going,
Yeah.
I'd like to put a bunch over there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what somebody had just said. Now I can't see who it was.
Connie, is it Whitener?
Yeah.
Okay, Connie Whitener was I can't believe she sent us shop lights, like LED shop lights, and we're putting them up in our inventory room and our spray foam room.
Awesome. That's so nice.
Tom and I were talking today. What company has customers sending us stuff for our factory? It's like we got shop lights give to us, man. That's just sweet. We just got this today.
Yeah.
And it probably was going to be for Christmas.
For Christmas, yeah.
And I'm hungry and I'd like to eat it.
Oh gosh, I know. Look at that.
But it's a gingerbread house.
Yeah, there we go.
And they got a letter and some.
It's a tiny house. Did you notice that?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It's a tiny house, yeah.
I'll be darned.
They have those at Walmart.
And, you know, we got letters and Happy New Year. And I really thank you for all this stuff. Mom was really taken back by a lot of the stuff she got this Christmas. And you know what? I really don't, I don't like getting stuff because I like working for what I get, but gifts are nice because I'm like, what company gets gifts sent to them?
Yes.
You know, I don't think Tumbleweed and them guys get stuff like that. I wish they did, but maybe they do, but I'm just
and
like.
I can't remember somebody, oh my goodness, remind me, Holly or Dana or whoever it was in the group, they were already thinking about sending your mom some stuff for Valentine's.
Aw.
Oh, it was Heidi.
Yeah.
I think it was Heidi over here that had her little house.
You know,
so that's nice.
my mom's 94 and she lives here. All right, built her house. You guys, most of you all know, but if you're watching, she's 94. I built her a 10 by 20 house. My son and I built it. Looks like a covered wagon. She lives in there. I just went and seen her before we come on to the show. She was in there crying, and she had cramps in her legs today, and she said, I'm just not feeling right. She was upset, so I calmed her down. And you know what I told my mom? I said, Mom, it's kind of interesting watching her because she's 94. You're looking at the end of the time. You know, you're into your life about. And I said, Mom, I said, this is it. You just got to calm down. And she was really overexcited. And I said, Mom, just calm down. And she started calming down. I said, listen, you're 94. This is it. We're not a machine. Things are going to hurt. Things are going to happen, Mom. Just embrace it, Mom. This is it. This is where we're at. I said, you got me here. You got Marianne that comes looking. You got Amanda. You got all these people that love you and care for you. I said, just think about what you really have that is so beautiful in your life right now. I said, you're 94. Your body has been through a lifetime that most people never see.
Right.
You know? And she calmed right on down. Couldn't find her. She wears 2 hearing aids. Half her teeth are gone. She got her teeth sitting on the table. I put her hearing aid back together, turned them on, plugged her in, turned the TV on, and she just calmed down. And I know a lot of us get all excited, and sometimes we just need to just take a breath and to think about, and it never fails. The more you are grateful for what you are right now you have, it just calms you down because we forget how grateful we really do have it. And you don't have to have a lot to be grateful, you know. But Mom's here, and I know that having more people out here, this is what Amanda and I always thought. If Mom had more people and you guys here, that's what it could be. My mom, and she could maybe even help you guys out.
People in and out.
Yeah, time.
Keep you busy.
But we're all, if we're lucky enough to live that, but to be able to talk to Mom and be able to calm her and be able to know that, hey, she needs me to do that. I can tell I'm about the only one that can do that for her.
Oh, definitely.
I walk in the door and her countenance just settles down.
Right.
You know. So,
exactly.
But thank you, Wendy Bradford and Ann Bradley. Thank you for your letter. We're going to be reading your letter and the cards and everything that you sent.
On top of so many people that sent stuff over the holidays.
Content, yeah.
Cards and
Connie for the shop lights and people that send me information about
and
just
Matthew
stuff.
Up in New York, Matthew's just a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Sends chocolates.
Oh
God.
Matt, I had to eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were amazing. Yeah.
I can't believe we went on this long again, everybody. There's just so much information. Can you believe we come on every day for about an hour and there's still so much we could do and say?
73 minutes.
God, I gotta go. I've been talking 73 minutes.
73 minutes.
Yeah, and me, I always think of these things. When I'm talking, I think of another thing. I'm actually going to want to put on a what do you call it? I'm going to try to go to Knoxville and rent out a spot, and I'm going to put on a tiny home.
Like a lecture.
A lecture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to get my old truck as soon as it's ready. I'm going to hook an RJO, and I'm going to head to Knoxville. I'm going to park it outside, whatever building I can get, and I'd like to kind of be a guest speaker, but I'm going to set it up myself, and I'm going to be the guy that's going to speak, and I think we have a lot to talk about. I think the world needs to see what we're doing, and if we can get some people that's interested and want to listen to what the history of our company has come from and what we've learned and where we're going, I think we're an inspiration to people. I really do. I think that how we've come and used the system of America and the luck and the tenacity that it takes to do something. Sometimes it's just good to hear that, you know, you're not the only one struggling, you know.
Right. And just to touch on really quick before I forget, because I knew there was another question I wanted to get to. How would you ship out of the country? Somebody's asking about Korea. They know it's going to cost money. How would you ship to Hawaii? How would you ship to Australia? Do we know how to ship overseas?
Kind of do and kind of don't. there's a quarantine that a lot of countries won't allow stuff to come in, especially if we use some kind of wood that they may have bugs and things in it that they have quarantine. I know if you take it to New Zealand, some of these things have a year quarantine, you know. So I'd have to look into it more. I know we could send them in kits. We could put them in a cargo container and you put them together yourself. So I would love to ship around the world.
Yeah,
I really, really would. I'd get creative about, I don't know if you have to erect part of it or if I can build it all and ship it.
Oh, good. And Dana's got some information. Send that in, Dana. So anybody's got
There
any
you go.
information about it, that's great. There's some kind of company, she's got some information. So, yeah, send that in.
And
so,
we rely.
she works for them. Really?
For what? The
company. Oh.
What company?
The shipping company, I guess.
Dana does?
Maersk, M-A-E-R-S-K
Maersk.
Shipping. Maersk?
Yeah, they're out. I know Long Beach. They go to Hawaii.
She works for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, send in some information,
Yep.
Dana.
I've got a Don that I met from California. He's got links in friends in Hawaii, and I've been trying to get in Hawaii years ago. I wanted to go to Hawaii, and I told him about what I had going on, and so he's going to get with some big wave surfers, which I love surfing and all them guys, and then we're going to do a workshop in Hawaii, like I always wanted to do.
Right.
I'd like to build 5 of them on Honolulu and build them and just really market that and build some homes over there.
Dana said that's the largest in the world, that
Maersk?
company. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know who they were. I've never heard of it, which I wouldn't know.
A lot of containers, you'll see Maersk on the side of it.
Yeah.
I shipped my truck to Hawaii when I went through Maersk. They put it on the truck, yeah. So,
Good.
but we rely on a lot of your information. It's like somebody said, hey, have you ever heard of, this appliance or that appliance or this and that? I can't learn all that stuff.
We don't know everything.
No, so if you guys got new innovative ideas and stuff, you hear about products and all that, please send them. We're actually going to get some of these lights that we've just learned right now that we can get puck lights and you can guide them with your cell phone.
Really?
Yeah, so if we start installing them in your home, you can take and you put them different colors, dimmers and everything with your cell phone.
Love it.
You know what? Let me show this real quick. I know it got a little dusty, but this is a GoSun oven.
Yes.
All right, and GoSun, we're building a couple prototype homes for this company, and they're going to implement their solar oven in their homes. All right.
Oh wow.
So, and I haven't worked with this thing at all, so bear with me. This is their big oven. So what you can do, you open this up.
Jane uses hers all the time. She has a smaller one, and she uses hers all the time.
You can actually guide the sun with this. I don't really know how it works, but this you can turn. It's a little level, and you can turn your oven around for the best sun. This reflects. It's got a coat of. You got to take this coating off of here, and it'll actually see how bright it is.
Oh wow.
And that'll reflect into here. Inside this is a tube, and there's no air. So there's 2 pieces of glass, no air in here. And so the insulation, it can be 600 degrees in here, and you can put your hand on it and not feel it.
Really?
In here, let's see, what do we got? Oh, it's this side. Let me turn it around. This is GoSun oven. This is the biggest oven they have, and we're gonna build them a home. As you pull this out,
that's the tube to cook in.
You fill this whole thing, right?
With food.
Full of food. You put steak, chicken, you can put anything you want in there.
You can make cakes, bread,
yes.
cookies.
Is that not any, and you wouldn't believe how fast. He said they had it, the sun was coming in a window and they were cooking from the sun in a window.
That's amazing.
All right? So then you take this, put all your food in it, your seasonings, your vegetables, and just put it in here.
And set it outside or inside at a
The
window.
sun cooks it as quick or faster than regular. Now, let's say you don't have any sun.
Yeah.
This particular model can run off your car battery, your cigarette lighter. Plug it in, you're done. It'll cook it anyway.
Yes.
Is that not cool? So we're designing a home that implements this oven inside the tiny house.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
The website is gosun.com.
GoSun. Yep.
GoSun.
So the manufacturers of this came here. Actually, one of the owners is in Cincinnati, Ohio. The other owner is in San Francisco. He lives in Sausalito Bay on a houseboat.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, whenever Jane came here and she cooked for Randy, and she did a whole. Hers is smaller, but she uses it all the time. She's cooks on traveling all the time, and she loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe when we used hers. But they gave me this one as a gift.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So all kinds of cool stuff. We gotta quit talking. We've gone forever.
80 minutes. Oh my
God.
God. I'd never watch it.
I'll never watch that.
I'd never watch it.
All right. Friday night.
Yep.
Kicking off a weekend.
Oh, and look at our Instagram, our Facebook, and our YouTube, because we have
Throwback
Thursday, and one of our 2019 workshop homes is on there.
The beautiful couple out of New York. We built the workshop home. They're sweet. And they designed this, and this is the home. If you look on our Throwback Thursday, that's a home they designed. They designed it. We built it in 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
So
8 by 18.
Yep. All right, gotta go.
All right, gotta go.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Where do I go?
Wait.
Where do I put my body?
Where do I put my